Hello everyone, this is Dom, and in this video we are going to cover the process for creating a tweet in Salesforce Social Studio. So we're in a testing workspace that I've set up, and we have one tweet that we created a little earlier today. Um, we're just going to cover, there's a couple different ways to get started on creating a tweet. So the first way, and the way that I prefer to use, is to click on the calendar itself, right here in the calendar, on the time and day that you want the tweet to go out. So the reason that I do it that way and I prefer it that way is because it actually records the date and time that you chose and puts that into the tweet when you're composing it. So it doesn't put it in the tweet itself, but it like schedules it for that day and time. So it's just one less step that you have to do. It's not hard to add the day and time for it to publish, but it's just, why why do it if you don't have to? So anyway, I clicked directly on the calendar. So let's say if I wanted to publish a tweet on Friday at 11 a.m., I would go over to Friday at 11, click on the calendar, and go to tweet. And here I am. This is where you start drafting. Notice Friday the 15th at 11 a.m. It's already scheduled. So then I would go in here and I would start scheduling or writing my content. This is a sample tweet. This tweet is all about the GI Bill. All right. Hashtag GI Bill. Great. That looks like a wonderful tweet. Notice right here, it has the number of characters that you've used, and it's a countdown. So as you add more characters, it just starts reducing until you get down to 0. And notice over here you have a representation of what the tweet's going to look like. Now, one thing that you're going to need to do is select where you want the tweet to go. So in this case, I have a test account here, DME test. And then, you want to add any labels. So GI Bill, GI Bill. It doesn't exist in this workspace. It does now. So I added it. So this post is about the GI Bill. And here, let me link to blogs.va.gov. I'll show you what it looks like when you have a link. GI Bill. Hey, 75th anniversary. Wonderful. Copy this link, and you're going to go over here, and let's just put the link in. Space, Command V, or Control V on a Windows computer. So there's the link to the page, and notice it doesn't show up with a picture. Now, you're going to see, I'm actually going to go ahead and publish this right now. So publish now instead of schedule it. So, I mean, if you wanted it to go out on a particular day and time, you can schedule it in advance. But actually, here, let me schedule this so you can see it's on the calendar. Look at that, sample tweet right there. But I'm going to duplicate this thing and duplicate it as a tweet. You can actually duplicate it as a different platform. But in this case, I'm just going to publish it right now. And so it's going to the VA DME test Twitter account. So it's not going to end up on like main VA Twitter. So that's a plus. Click publish now so you can see what it looks like. Notice that's what it looked like in the sample, in the preview. But if you look at it on Twitter, notice there, if you click, let me close this. If you click on the post in the calendar and then scroll down, you can see view on Twitter. Click on it and it'll open up the tweet. Notice if you put a link, it will actually pull in like a description of that post and the featured image. So this is one of the reasons that I have the test account, so that I can just test it out before I publish it. But just know that the reason that I showed you that is so that you can see that even if you don't see the picture being pulled in, it does pull in featured images from the blog. So don't worry about that. You'll see once it publishes that picture will be there just like this. And so yeah, then you click schedule from Social Studio, and it will schedule for that date and time. Or you can click save as draft. So if it's not ready to go, if maybe you want somebody to touch it up, or you just for some reason not ready to actually have it go out. Because once you click schedule, it's going to publish at that day and time. But if you don't want it to, click save as draft, and it will go on your drafts. It will go in your drafts folder, but it'll also go on your calendar as a draft on that day and time. And notice, different color. This one's like full color. This one's kind of like grayed out. That is an indication that this is a draft that needs to be reviewed and approved. So that is how you schedule a tweet in Salesforce Social Studio.